Welcome gamers to a very exceptional dungeon crawler game. This is Stolen Realm. This is a turn-based, procedurally generated, to a degree anyway, dungeon crawler. Now I say to a degree anyway because there's two ways of playing it. You can either play essentially as a campaign where you do actually have like a scripted progression through the actual game itself, or roguelike, where you actually end up with a randomized start to the actual game as well, and including different biomes, different types of not different weapons, different types of enemies that are all themed to whichever biome you happen to be sort of playing in for your actual run. So you do a run with a cast of characters, try to get through that one, and then get progressed up through the different levels for your characters. It's very, very well done in terms of the balance of the fights that you end up having. There's a lot of care, a lot of attention has gone into that aspect of the game. The one glaring big problem with the game at this stage, and I hope that the devs will correct this, is that when you finish a battle, you then don't have a reference as to the characters in your group, as to who does what and what skills you're trying to then sort of upgrade. Now, I don't know why it wasn't put in. I would have thought, based on everything else I've seen in the game, it wouldn't have been a difficult aspect to then put into the actual game itself to give a reference as to who's missing what equipment, what sort of a focus you're trying to sort of give a particular unit. You don't have any of that reference when you finish a battle, and it's actually quite difficult to keep tabs of who's doing what unless you name your characters accordingly, which again, you shouldn't have to do that sort of stuff. So anyway, that is the one big glaring issue with the game. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch. It's a very, very fun game to play, but it is annoying. So that's not something that I do hope will actually be addressed. I have actually passed that feedback on to the devs, and certainly when I was doing a live stream, earlier today, which was a heap of fun. Like, that was really, really cool to actually play it as a live stream. It works very well as a live streaming type game, particularly with the with the viewers actually being able to actually have the named characters. But just that one aspect, and that certainly did come through again with the comments from the people that were watching the actual playthrough. Also, experiencing the frustration of not having the reference as to where you were. Anyway, let's just get into it. I'll just go back out and sort of show the aspects that you actually have. So we've got, when you can play single player essentially against a scripted campaign or against a roguelike area. Well, we'll be playing a roguelike today. You can play online, and in this case, you can either play online where you're cooperatively playing with another group of people to then actually have like a team that goes into a dungeon. So you can play this one with your friends. You can also play it TCP/IP, which I'm assuming is just going to be ultimately like a LAN type arrangement, I would imagine. Again, you can play cooperatively that way. The game can be played between 1 and 6 players, so you've got all the sort of gamut in between. Options, I won't bother going through that one as such, but let's just go into play, and we'll just go into the roguelike aspect. So this is a turn-based, procedurally generated battle system, essentially, where you're playing tactical battle after tactical battle with level ups as you go through. So we'll just go into roguelike. We're going to go in and start playing. I'm just going to ditch the characters that I did actually have through here. So these are sort of just started in their leveling up process. I just was just testing this one. So when you first come into the game, it's going to look like this, where you've got your current party back over through here. As you play the game, you also can get other level ups, where you can get sort of, choose power ups for your team, where you can actually then go across. Now I've got 399 to spend, and so this one here, for example, would cost me 250, and this would add +3 to might if I wanted to go and add that one. Dexterity, intelligence, vitality, reflex, these are all 250s. Then these ones are 1,000 points, 500 back into here as well. Let's just go and grab intelligence. So I'll just go and click on one of those. We've got 149 left. So I'll just go and close that one. I can then undo all this whenever I want to, which is really, really quite nice. So we'll just grab that power up. We go to create new. Now the characters themselves, you've got like a number of different sorts of classes. So in this sense, we've got sorry, if we just go back up the top. So we've got a warrior class back in through here. We've got a thief class back in through this other side as well. An archer class. And these are really just the starting chassis. They will sort of chop and change. A mage in through this other side. A summoner. A priest for healing. and a monk in through there. What I'll do is I'll put it together, maybe say 4, just so you get a bit of a feel for what's going to be going on through this other side. We'll start with a warrior and just work our way up from there. I'm just going to call this one Biffo or something, or Biff, just so I sort of know. Again, it's the naming. It's frustrating when you actually get to the end of a battle and trying to figure out who needs to level up where. You'll see what I mean when we get there. And I really do hope that devs fix this one as soon as possible, because it sort of does need it. So we'll go and grab that one, and we'll go and I'll just create a party of 4, but I can create up to a party of 6 if I wanted to. I can get up to 30 different characters, by the way, in this little group in through here. Let's go with a mage. That's another important one for us. Magico, there we go. So that will be fine. And he comes in with some special abilities in through here. So Studious, elemental damage increased by 15%, physical damage reduced by 15%. So he mainly is going to be using his staff to then be able to do different things. We'll just go and accept that. We'll get another character. Let's go in and grab a summoner as well. This will be another magic user. You can have multiple of the same type if you're wanting to. And so in this case, he does actually have abilities to summon in different nature summons and skeletal archers, as an example. So we'll accept this one. This will be, which we call him Necro. That'll do. So we'll just go and accept this one. At least by naming him this way, I'm going to know who's who in the zoo. The priest is for healing your characters. Can be very, very important. So we'll just go with Healy. There we go. Healy the priest. And we'll just make it those 4. So we'll just go into the actual dungeon run with these 4. Now they start off on level 1, and I'll just go and select them for the actual party. I can have up to 6 in the party if I'm wanting to. So I'll just get the 4 of those. I can go in with just 1. The game scales according to the level and the points of the party that you're bringing into the actual fight. In reality, I probably should have gone with 6, but I know it's just going to take a little bit of time just to fiddle about with them. 4 is a comfortable number. So choosing the power-ups, we've already done the intelligence. This is going to help us a bit. So we'll just go and close that one. We'll accept the party, and until I've finished off a difficulty 1, and we got like when I was doing a live stream of this, which was so much fun to do. I've got to say, I absolutely loved it. I'll be doing this. This will be one of my regular live streaming games, I think, in the future, because it's just a heap of fun for everyone, for me playing, but also for the people actually that are participating, like in terms of the chat and stuff. It's because the chat can get quite involved with the way the game does run. Anyway, difficulty will be just on level 1 at the start. This is still quite hard, but I'll go through the sort of like what to do and how to look at things. So I love all this as well. It's all sort of like very, it's all very like low polygon type arrangements. Now this first one here looks like we're starting underground, but we can start above ground. Like if I go back out and just go back into main menu and just come back in again, hopefully we'll get a different sort of start so you can get a bit of a feel for it. And we'll just go back to play, roguelike, play, and just bring the team back in again. Choose power-ups. Yep, we've still got that one selected. That's okay. Just accept the party. Difficulty, accept. Just see what we end up with. As I say, you can sort of end up in desert biomes, in grassland. In fact, this is like a grassland sort of biome. And so the whole run will be done through the grassland. And so in this case, if we play in the underground, we're going to be going up against golems and things like this. If we go this way, we're going to be going up against wolves. In fact, that looks like we've got a wolf there as our actual main combat. Just have a quick look around. It's WASD keys. You can use your scroll wheel to zoom in or out. The team is all together until we start the battle. There's two different statuses that we have. When we're in this sort of move around status where we've only got like the one character that we're moving, we can do all sorts of different things. So I'll just go through some of the things we can then go and do. Like if we go back across to here, we then do get to see everything we need to do. Now we've actually got like 5 healing potions and 5 mana potions. I think actually maybe only 3. Actually no, it's all combined. If we just go into rarity, 2, 3, 4, 4 of each. Four potions of each is what we actually have back in through there at this early stage. And we can sort of see what they've got. Like this one has got a two-handed axe, which takes up both hand slots, and a leather jerkin, which gives very, very minimal protection for our fighting character. And if I just press tab, I can then sort of cycle through everyone. We can see a traveller's cloak, traveller's hat, which gives him a little bit more intelligence, vitality, reflexes. I'll talk about what all these are when we get into the actual fights. But I can actually, if I'm wanting to, these I can sort of go and I don't know if I can actually do anything there. I don't have any fortunes at this stage. But these characters allow me to just essentially cycle through the characters, and I can tweak things as I pick up equipment. So, but you can only do this before you get into combat. So I'll just sort of cycle using the Q and E keys to have a bit of a look to see if there's any other loot, which I can't see. So we'll just go and attack this particular one. Now, it won't really matter much. Like whichever direction we come in will be how we can then sort of set up our force. And I think I might go back this way just to hopefully give myself a little bit of a way of being able to get choke points if I need them. So our force now goes back in through there. Different things get loaded in. So we have all sorts of different things now get applied onto the actual map itself, which is, again, all randomly generated, which is really quite nice. So we have, for example, this down through here is a shaman shrine. So recover 10% of maximum mana each turn. And so if we end up in through here, we'll actually be replenishing our mana inside this little area. This here is a holy barrel. If we get this one and sort of pop it out, it's then going to create like an area around here of healing. There'll be some negatives as well. This one down through here is actually take 10% of your maximum health in shadow damage per turn. This is a decay shrine, so we definitely don't want to be standing in there. But we could push units back into there, for example, to do extra damage. There's a fire barrel which will explode. There's another holy barrel. This one here is a flame shrine, so attackers take fire damage. So if we stand in there and get attacked, there'll be fire damage reflected back to the attackers. It's very nice the way it's actually been done. Energy coil decreases the cost of mana using abilities by 50%. And then back over through here we have a warrior shrine, so damage increased by 20%. Now, what we don't want to be doing is having the enemy units making use of these if we can help it. Now the first phase is the placement phase, and so we just go through each of the members of our party, and I'm thinking that I might actually push them. Let's go and we'll go and grab Biff, place Biff into, actually Biff can't go there, I'll just place Biff into here. So we get to move first, so I'm just going to position and get ready for the actual attack. So this is the warrior shrine. The mana shrine would be good for us, but because we do have to conserve different things. This barrel here is a chock barrel, explodes, giving lightning damage. There's only a handful of wolves that we have to concern ourselves with, just 4 of them, by the looks of things. So Biff is in the warrior aura. Again, damage increased by 20%. Look, I might as well take it, I guess. So I'll just move everyone across. I'll just move them all up into this zone. Most of these other ones have got like they've got like a ranged attack, so I'm just going to move them up into this zone and through here. I don't want the enemy getting back up this way, so I might just position these out in front a little bit. You don't worry too much. Everyone's sort of the same level, a little bit like when you're playing Wildermyth. You sort of start off with a little bit of a slant one way or another, but ultimately you then end up building up as you go along. Okay, so we'll just confirm the placement. We have to do this unit by unit. So Magico, then we've got Biff, and then we've got that's Necro, and then finally we've got Healy back in through there. So we'll just confirm the placement. Now it's our turn, so we get to start. So we always have the starting time, and so I'm just going to go to here, and I've got like a whole lot of different things I can do. I've got like a basic attack. So this is a melee attack back and through this other side, which does cost me 1 action point. I've got 1 action point through here. I've got like a movement amount that I can move into. If I right-click on Biff, we can sort of see that he can move 5. If I have a look at and right-click on the Timberwolves, they can move at 6. So we have to be a little bit more careful with what they can then go and do. And so with our turn, I can go to any of them at any stage and just keep on playing them, but what we can do here is actually set this one up. So I'm going to go and push this one out. Then we do actually have the frost barrel as well, which if we right-click on that one, it's not going to tell us anything. Explodes, dealing cold damage and envelops the area in frost. So we could actually pop that one out just so you get a bit of a feel for what's going on. But the first thing we want to do is move this one outside of this aura, because we want to be in control of the aura ourselves. So I'm going to use this bash. Now this one also takes up 1 action point. This one doesn't cost any action point. This one fractures the enemy, deals 13 to 18 weapon damage, lowers the target's resistance by 20% for 2 turns. And so I'm going to start off with this one. So we're just going to go and smash this one. And so that did a lot of damage right then and there. Let's just now use the bash and push it outside of the zone. The bash does take up a bit of our mana. We've got 113 of 119 left at this stage. If we go and click on this one, we do 23 to 30. Now that's probably almost enough to kill this one. Yeah, there's a good chance we're going to kill this one straight away. It's only got 26 left. And so if I smash this one, yeah, we got it. So that's now gone. So he's now done what he had to do. Let's just go and move him up towards the front. And so that one we don't have to sort of really worry too much about anything else that's actually happening. I will actually move this one. I'll move these out. Actually, I'll move that one across to there. All right, so with each of these now, so Biff has really had his turn. I've got to physically end the turn. I sort of wish it would almost have like an auto end turn as well. Like that would be good. There's a few, like that's to say, the game is exceptional in so many ways, but it's just a little bit rough around the edges in other ways. So we have through here where we can actually now raise skeletal archers or raise some sort of nature summoning, either a raven, a coyote, or a raccoon to fight for you, which each have different sorts of skill sets as well. But let's go and bring in the. I think we'll actually, if we bring in the one of these melee fighters. Against this unit. We've got up, I can move them right up out to here, but let's just go and bring one in. That way these will then stay inside where they are. And it was a coyote. It did actually attack it with a crippling attack. And so if you have a look and see what actually happened through there. So movement costs are now doubled. So its movement points were 6, but now it means it's going to be moving at 3 with what it actually does do. So that was good. So that was... With this unit, really can't do anything else with that one, so we'll just end the turn. Then we have, this one is Magico, who can do other damage. Now, if we do this one here, if we have a bit of a look at the actual attack, this is going to do between 13 and 17 weapon damage. I think I'm sort of comfortable. I'm comfortable that we're going to be able to do a lot more damage. So rather than use the special spells, which chew up a bit of mana, I'm just going to keep that where we are and just do a mundane attack with the actual staff. That was good. We actually did a lot of damage in through there, and then I'll just end that turn there. And then we actually have our healer, and none of our units actually require healing, but we can actually do more damage in through this other side. And so, again, if we have a right click, we can then sort of see that we've got the movement costs doubled. We now actually have heat. So elemental resistance reduced by 5% per stack and lasts for 3 turns, can stack up to 10 times, which will make it a little bit easier for some of the other attacks. This is deals 5 to 6 weapon damage to the target. Again, there's no mana cost for this one, so I'll just do this one simply. So we almost got it, and it is actually burning now. The heat is now ×2, and so that will actually end up. Essentially, that will burn off and destroy itself before anything actually does happen. Just end our turn there. Enemy turn. It will have an attack. Actually, it wasn't burning as such. There we go. It's now attacked and then moved up into this other area. Now we know that this one's going to have a range 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can actually get into that position there. So it can actually get in there to do whatever it needs to do. So I'm just going to go and move these guys. Now, I might just save what I've got. There is another wolf coming this way as well. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to keep it back. I'm going to start using an immolation spell here. Now that still leaves me with 1 action point, so I can then, it's now burning. We're now just going to go and do more attacks. And again, if we just right click, we can then sort of see that we've actually now got immolate. It takes 5 to 9 fire damage per turn, plus it's got heat, so its elemental resistance is reduced by 5%, which is fairly handy. I'm going to move Biff up, and we'll just leave him with end turn. We could move this one up as well. We've got a I'll just do a simple, actually what I might do is I might actually set up, you can see we can move these out to anywhere in through here, for example. Let's just go and position this one in, say, here. And it will then just move and then just take a shot at whatever's closest. There's 2 more wolves coming this way, actually, which I hadn't seen before. So we'll end our turn there with the summoner. The coyote is still, we don't control these. They just sort of do what they do. And we can't do anything else there. No action points. And we do get another action point here with Healy, actually. So I'm just going to go and hit this one. Okay, so more heat was applied. So we'll end our turn there. Yep, they took a lot of fire damage. So they got through there. And so this one here will just keep on doing what it's doing. Again, I just want to use mundane attacks. This one is burning, so it will sort of struggle. What we could do is move back and allow the attacks to come forward, although, to be honest, it probably would be best for us to actually go through. Now, if I do a charge attack, this charges the target and deals 16 to 21 weapon damage to all enemies in your path. And so I can actually fire, I can move across to here, for example. I can move all the way through, out to there, doing damage all the way through. So let's just go and do that. That'll kill off that bottom one. In fact, I can move out all the way out to, well, out to there somewhere. So let's just go to here. Bang. That killed 2 of them. That was actually really, really cool. We do then get to come back if we needed to. Not that it really matters that much, to be honest, so I think I'll just leave it where it is. In fact, if I move everyone back, they'll go after this one here. They may go after Biff, actually. Yeah, Biff can still move. Might just move Biff further away, just so that this one is closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep on moving one more away there. These guys, just going back into these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the same level there. If we just move this one back to here, we can then still do more damage this way. Oh, there's a healing, like these actually start to spawn in, like there's a health globule there. But none of our guys have taken any real damage, and we're saving all of the mana. We're not using these special spells, which is great. So we've been able to do things. Oh, except for this one here, we've actually used a bit of mana. You can see not a hell of a lot, but a little bit. And Biff has also used a little bit with his special charge attack. Just move this one back and attack again. And there we go. That's actually done the damage. So this is now where it gets annoying. This is where the user interface. So what we have is we've got a level up. It says Biff, but we don't have any reference as to who Biff is in reality. Like, so we have to know who Biff is to be able to then go and do this. I mean, there's so much real estate on the screen. There really, he really should be shown with his item slots. It really should show all that, and we should be able to cycle through all of the people in the group. And I'll show you why in just a second. One thing we do actually have from here, which is sort of funny, we've got the battle stats in through here, so we can see who did what. This can give you clues sometimes as to who's doing what sort of. What sort of elements. So, I mean, we've named them accordingly, but in this case, Biff has certainly done the most damage. Magico 61, Necro 63, with the summoned units doing a bit more damage in through here. I love this, the way this one actually does work. And then Healy back in through here with the minimum damage, but that Healy is here for the harder fights. We'll just go and close that one, for example. Now the level ups. Now this is a skill that is applied to Biff himself. So we've got Cauterize. So this is a tier 2 fire active skill, removes all negative statuses from friendly target, but inflicts 10% of target's maximum health as fire damage. Can be used when disabled. So this one here doesn't cost any mana, doesn't cost any action points. So that's cauterizing wounds. Then we've got Survivalist. So this is a tier 2 ranger skill. So these are sort of across the board, like, as to what you might end up getting. Increase sword resistance and dodge chance by an additional 5%. We've got Stormbringer. This increases critical hit chance by an additional 8%. So this is a passive skill. Passive can be very, very valuable with units that you don't really want to be worrying too much about their mana usage. And so I do like to get these. And then the Thief one here, increase the dodge chance by 5%. This increases critical hit chance by an additional 8%. Let's go with that one through there. And just go next. Now these are shared, and we have to then go and add these in. So we have to think, okay, look, at the moment, if we have a look at Biff, we've only got like a leather jerkin. If we go and put on the chainmail, we end up with 12 armor and 20 magic armor by actually grabbing chainmail instead of the leather jerkin. So for Biff, this actually makes perfect sense, but we may find other things ultimately that will be good for the other characters as well. So by all means, have a bit of a look through. In this case, this one here, it makes perfect sense for Biff. I mean, it really does. Because Biff is going to have to stand in line and sort of take most of the damage. We also have a Viking Warhammer, which gives us a little bit extra with what we're doing. Wooden Buckler we can't use. Again, I would love to see the item slots so that we know that we've got we're currently using a two-handed weapon, which means we can't use a shield. The Paladin helmet is 12 and 12 as well. I think the chainmail though is good. The green indicates that it's uncommon. There's different color coding for the different types. Let's just go and pick that one through there. We also have copper rings, trainer's pendant. We'll just go next. Now, in this case, we know that Biff is the fighter, so we're just going to put his might level up. Now, it tells you increases the power of damage and healing done for you and your summons. Increases also the armor as well. So the effect per point, which you've got plus 1% damage and healing. We also get plus 1% damage, summon damage, if we actually end up giving this to the summoner, and plus 1% armor and magic armor. So I'm going to go and put, say, 3 points into there. Dexterity actually increases our chance for critical hits. Vitality is our maximum health, which is going to be important. So I think I'll just focus on that one through there. And intelligence is the maximum mana. The effective increases the skill range and also for the summon health. And then finally, we've got reflex, which is your dodge chance. So sort of more for things like, for example, your thieves and stuff like this. Anyway, let's just go with vitality, and we'll accept this one. Then we have magicos. This is actually our mage. And so we've got relocate. There's a ranger skill, so jump to the target area, unaffected by increased range modifiers. This is quite a useful one, but I won't worry about that for the mage. This is a ranger active skill, so increases movement of all allies within 4 hexes. That's actually not too bad. It does cost mana to do that one. Blinding light, so summon a radiant light, applying blind to the target, dealing 12 to 16 holy damage. And in this case, it's a mana costing through there and break the ice. This is a passive skill, so the first time you deal damage or healing in battle, its effectiveness is increased by 100%. Let's do that one. Actually, again, passive, for a magic user, passive skills allow me then to just focus on the actual magic that we actually then can go and cast. Unless I get something that's really, really, like the blindness is actually not bad as well, to be honest, to be able to then go and grab that one. But I think I'm actually just going to go and just do the break the ice. And again, in through here, the blood mask is not all that great. I'm sort of just choosing for the group. So copper knuckles, wooden buckler, blood mask in through here, outlaw coat. It does give a lot of extra bonuses like might, dexterity, vitality, and reflex. It's certainly better than the traveler's coat. The amber ring, so extra dexterity, and a pearl necklace, plus 2 intelligence, and some cold resistance. I'm thinking we just go with the coat. So we'll just go in next. And so now we've got his magic. The intelligence is the important one here. I'll grab 4 of those. And I'll also grab... I should grab 5 in the intelligence. Okay, Necro. Now we actually have Called from the Grave. This deals 20% additional damage to enemies below 50% health. I think that our summoned units get this one as well, so that wouldn't be bad. Escape. We've got Fire Blast, which is hurls a firebolt. Here's a bolt of fire, dealing 22 to 35 damage to a single target. All fire damage applies heat. Actually, that's not bad at all. Actually, that's a very, very effective one. And then we've got Healing Hand. It's between this one here, which is passive, and this one. I think because of the summons, I think I'm going to grab this one here. Okay, so then we have other things. The Raider's Axe is a two-handed weapon, which is actually much, much better than what we actually have at the moment. Wooden Heater. We've got this the Sand, Salt and Wrap. Does give us plus 2 intelligence. Actually, no, it takes away intelligence from what we've got. The current one that we have, the Traveler's Hat, gives us a bit of intelligence. Another Outlaw Cloak. Opal Ring. And then we also then have a bronze pendant in there, which will give more armor and might. I might grab that again just for Biff, because Biff's going to be in the front line. And so we'll just go next. And in this case, again, intelligence. Let's just go and get the intelligence up, but also the might. So we'll just start to sort of bring the might up. So we'll bring both those up, because when we bring in a summoned unit, it inherits the benefits we actually have from that one through there. Then finally, Healy. So we have a Fireborn, so increases fire resistance, disengage, so you can move 1 additional hex per turn and no longer take opportunity attacks. That's actually pretty cool. Charge, and then hide in the shadows. The stealth can be quite useful. I might grab the stealth, the hide in shadows. None of them are great for what we have. Here we go with a more rare. This is a rare two-handed mace. So we might grab this one again just for Biff. So let's just get Biff up to high levels at this stage. I won't worry too much about all the other bits and pieces that we've seen through here. So just go and grab that one. And Healy, again, it's intelligence and might that will sort of help a lot through here, because this one also does help with the healing skills. So we'll just get the healing skills leveled up with might with our priest. So we'll just go and accept. And so we're now back into here. Sometimes there'll be other things left over, and then the only thing we actually have left in through here is actually the is to move off and then randomly generate the next phase of where we go. So we can choose what we want to then go and do. We can go to a shop, another battle, or a hard battle, whichever way we want to go. So we've got a bit of choice with this one. If I go to shop, I'll show you how that works. Now again, it's up to me when I start to engage. Before I engage though, I can sort of then move across. So what happens is the one that we came from stays where it is. So that's where we started with the portal. And then where we're going will stay there. Now, when we go to the next area, we'll then lose this portion, and it'll just be the shop. So we'll have 2 turns that we can come back and use the shop. We have 500 to spend, so we can actually just go straight to the shop if we wanted to. But let's just go back into our character screen in here. And so with Biff, if we just go back and press Tab and get Biff sorted out, so he's got the two-handed axe. What we want to do through here is just have a look at the weapons. The Gate Crasher is the better weapon, so it gives us extra might. So I'm going to go and grab that one. If I just go and click it, it then swaps over. The Leather Jerkin, I'll just go back across. Now we don't need a shield. Got no helmets. We've got the chainmail is the one that we want to have for Biff. So we place that one there. The Leather Jerkin comes back. What else do we have? If we just go to everything and then just do it by rarity, it'll then place all of these up ahead. And then the Bronze Pendant, +4 armor, +2 might, will give him even more armor. So we'll throw that one in there. Now we can change these at any time, so we can swap them back in and out from this particular screen. It's quite useful with what we end up having. Going back through the skill tree, this just shows us now what we've actually picked up. We've now got Stormbringer back in through there as well. So this is all fairly cool. And Fortune, we don't actually have anything in there at this stage. So nothing we can do with that particular character. Just go back to the character himself. And so we did pick up still the Outlaw Cloak in through here. So I'm going to put that, I think, on the Priest. So if we just tab across, there's Magico, there's Necro, who looks the same, just to make them so that they look a bit different. Let's get rid of the helmet. It's still there, the Traveler's Hat. We just don't see it. And then we'll just go back to the, we've got the Simple Robe, and we've got the Outlaw Cloak in through this other side. We do lose 2 intelligence with this, but I don't mind. Everything else is going to give me a lot more protection. And this is the only other one that we really think that we may end up having in the actual game itself. This one we can actually have a shield plus the wand. The wand is very, very weak in what it actually does do. Now the Leather Jerkin, I don't think we're going to have anyone wanting to have that one. So we've got a few different items here now that we don't really need. If we just go back into rarity, they'll then sort of appear at the front. The Simple Robe is gone. This is all stuff that's just level 1 stuff. So let's get out of here, and we'll now just go to the actual shop, to the merchant. And so we have things we can sell off. Again, if I just do it by rarity, back in through here, or even level, it's just going to put all the level 1s. So let's get rid of the two-handed axe, the Leather Jerkin, and the Simple Robe. Okay, that gives us up to 665 now. If we go back into buying, actually for upgrading, can we upgrade anything? No, we can't do any upgrades at this stage. So we'll just go across to buy. And in this case, we can't afford anything until we come down the bottom here. We can buy back what we just had, but it's really going to be probably healing potions is what we're going to be wanting. So I'll grab 2 of those. You'll see that the money comes down as we do this. And we're now a little bit stronger than what we were before. So let's now move on to the next. Just always have a bit of a look around. There's a bit of loot that I missed. Now what this one does, when we're in this mode where we've just got like, you know, we're before we go into battles, anything we do through here applies to the whole quest. So we'll find them in battles, but intelligence has now been applied for everyone, and you'll see duration type is quest. So while we're in this particular map, we're then going to get like a lot of different sorts of abilities back and through here. Let's try to get a hard battle if we can, or an event. This is an event. Okay, so this one is just happened to be an event that's come across, so sometimes we don't have a choice. Again, have a bit of a look around. There's some gold there, so we'll go and grab the gold. So 250 gold. I can go back to the other guy and buy things if I wanted to, because he's still there, but the previous one has now gone. So we're now missing the back end of where it was. Let's just go back in and do an event. I'll show you. These events are quite cool, actually. Again, they're quite immersive. I'm sort of surprised that they've gone as deeply as they have. And so this one here.
Before you rises an obelisk of hewn sandstone, solitary and ancient. The monolith's surface is etched with the brutal reality of time, but a rune of sapphire nestled at its heart pulses with a serene light, untouched by the centuries. Drawn by the intoxicating power the rune emanates, you step closer, squinting against light. Each step throws your shadow against the towering stone, dwarfing you, yet infusing you with a sense of determination.
So we have an opportunity here to gain fortitude, or to gain a 25% health and mana, which we don't need the bottom one. So each of our characters will then get a choice. So I'm just going to activate the blessing for everyone. We really don't need it. You can see Necro has got a little bit of mana missing, but it really won't matter at this early stage. So we'll just activate the blessings.
With cautious reverence, the hero extends a gloved hand, his fingers brushing the obelisk. The coolness of the sandstone against his palm is a stark contrast to the power emanating from the rune. He hesitates, then presses his hand fully onto the sapphire rune. The immediate rush of power is like a cold stream cascading through his veins.
Just continue. Anyway, so they get fortitude essentially for the next combat. So we've got still only got 315. So I can go back in and get yet another sort of update in through here. So I'll just go back in and grab another. I think healing. Let's go and grab more healing potions. So that's all we'll then just go and do at this stage. Right, let's get out. Sorry, we're just getting different messages coming through. So we have a few different things we can do. We can open up another shop. We can open up another event. I won't go through those again. Let's just go and do another battle. So we're now going to have Biff a lot stronger than what he was before. So we've got other level ups in through here, so we'll just go and pick these up. So this is vitality applied, so we've got like a bit more vitality that's been applied to the whole team. Where's the enemy? There he is. So we've got like looks like we've got a team, a group in through here. Yep, so they've got almost like a party. So this is a blood mask mage. This one here over through here is a blood mask bandit. And this is a blood mask ranger over this other side. Now, again, just having a look to see where we are. We've got the rogue shrine, increases the dodge chance by 20. Actually, there's more of them over here as well. Now, these are level 2 elite, so these are now the same level as us. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated. We've got a magician and a mage. Back in through here, we have, this is a warrior shrine, increasing damage. We have the shaman shrine, increasing the mana. Coming back, have we got anything else? Nope, that's pretty much it. So I think what we'll do is we'll position ourselves back over and destroy these as fast as we can. So I'm going to go and grab Biff here. So let's go and bring Biff across to smash his way through. I can just charge it in through these different areas. In fact, if I start here, maybe I'll even reach that one and do damage to all of those. So this is the warrior shrine. So damage is increased by 20%. And this one here was the dodge chance, which I won't worry too much about that one through there. Pretty cool the way it sort of works though, you know, like it's with the different sorts of characters. So we've got a lot of different characters coming in. They're not as strong as what we are. So that's Biff positioned, ready for the charge. We've got Magico. So I'll bring Magico back across into here. Now this is a holy barrel. This will heal us up in the area if we need it. So I'm going to move this one back to in here somewhere. We'll just go and grab Necro as well. Bring Necro there. And Healy will then sort of take the front roll in this other side. Okay, so let's go and confirm the placement of each of these. And we'll find that like Biff, I'll get Biff to run first up to here if we can. So if we go into the charge attack, you can see we've now got the slam as well. So deals 42 to 57 weapon damage to all enemies with a line. So that's actually pretty damn good, you know. Like if we go and have a look at that one through there, I can smack that one out that way. I can't quite get out there. If I go to the charge attack, I can actually reach that one and do damage to all of them. And so this one does 27 to 36 damage to everyone. So we now actually have, it must be the weapon itself is giving us the slam ability. So let's go out this way. Now Biff is going to take a bit of damage, but Biff now does have good armor. Like the actual, if we go and right click on Biff, we can see, actually we can't even see that. Again, this doesn't give you enough information. We can always just go through and actually click on the actual character, so to see now he's actually wearing his special armor. He's got his new weapon. Doesn't have anything on his helmet, which we'll try to get him something for that next turn. But he's ready to go. So his actual overall armor is where? There it is, 19, which is actually good. So we'll so he's actually very, very well positioned. Just go and get the charge. So we'll charge him up to here. Now this does use up one action point. Did damage to all of them a little bit, and then just positions this one. And we can still do this fracture as well. There we go. That one's down to very, very minimal levels. That leaves all of these. Now we actually got, the healing has actually now come out. I forgot about that. We were going to actually, I didn't even think about what was going to happen there. So this is actually in a self-healing zone. I'm going to go and set this one up. Now, even though this is a ranged attack with the wand, I'll still actually just do this one. Actually, what's this one got? It's got 120 points. This one's only got 28 left. Let's get rid of that one. Doesn't do too much. Then we've got Magico. The immolation doesn't cost any action points, so let's go and just get the immolation applied to that one, but then we'll do the damage this way. Just move up. And he's down to a small amount. Heat is being applied. I think I do want to get rid of his actual abilities. Let's just bring one of these skeletal archers in and just position it in behind us. So we've got to give it a little bit of protection. They're quite useful, and we don't actually have anything else we can really do in here, so we'll just end our turn there. Biff can't do anything else. Nothing much else can be done there. And I do have healing and stuff that I can make use of. Shield of Light I could apply. It's 18 mana. I think I'm just going to leave it. Just end our turn. So Biff's taking a bit of damage. Yeah, the other one got killed. Alright, so we're back into here again. Now we're healing up with all the damage that's being done, so hardly, actually we can't do anything with Biff. We can move him back, which I think I'll do. So let's move Biff back in, but he doesn't have any actions because he's actually been, where is it? We're on holy ground, we're disabled in through here as well. So he's disabled for the turn, which means his action points can't be used for anything. So he doesn't have anything he can actually then go and do. So we'll just go and end the turn there. Now this has now healed him back up to full health, being inside the healing area where that barrel exploded. We don't get to control again these summons. Now we're going to be running out of mana. We do actually have we've got all these different mana potions. We can go to the consumables down in here and bring them up at any point in time. So yeah, minor healing potion. We've got we've got a heap of them now, so that will be useful as we go through. So we'll just go through. We'll add another one of these in. Let's go and place it in here. So there's one attack that went into against this unit. It's only got 19 left. Can't do anything else with this unit, so we'll just go and end our turn there. Back in through here, we'll just do the damage. 18. Wow, there's only 1 point left, so that's a bit of a shame. So we'll end our turn there as well. Nothing much we can do. And then we've got Healy, who can also then do the damage. Oh, hang on, no, we can't do anything with that one. This is who is that one that we got selected? That is Healy. Healy should be able to do something, but I'm not sure why. Oh, shocked. Disabled. There we go. Cannot perform actions. So just going to have to end our turn there. There we go. That one actually did end up burning. So Biff's taking more heat, but we just healed up a little bit with that one, and they both got killed, just with the summons sort of doing what they had to do. Okay, so we've only got 2 left, which is fairly cool. We should start to see things coming back onto the ground now. These can be very, very useful to go and pick these up. This one lowers the cooldowns by 1, which is great for in the battle. But if you find healing or mana replenishment ones, it's worth going for. This one's damage, but only for the battle. So it doesn't really give us much at this early stage. So let's just go back across. And turn by turn, we're going to get a little bit more as things do come back through. Now, with Biff, I can pretty much just keep on focusing without spending. I don't want to be spending mana. These all cost a little bit of mana to actually perform these. So let's just do a simple attack. That got him down to 50%. We can't do anything else with Biff, so we'll just leave Biff where he is. Then we've got this next one is Necro. So we'll just go and do an attack there. Heat was applied, so this one's now going to be struggling. We'll just end our turn there as well. Whoa. Now everyone's frozen. I don't know why that happened. I'm not sure what happened there. That's probably not a good thing. Maybe it is. It's chill immunity, but we are blinded. Chill immunity. Okay, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Frozen, cannot move or perform actions. Okay, that was not good. Not sure what happened there. We must have an ability inside Magico with one of the actual attacks. I'll break the ice. There it is. The first time you deal damage or healing in battle, its effectiveness is increased. Okay, that's what happened there. So we'll just end our turn. There's some things I'm really only just played one full game at this stage. And that will then come back through. Alright, so the healing. Have we got any more healing areas? Because I'd like to pick them up for free before we have to start to use what we have. There was another barrel, wasn't there? Somewhere else. Not sure where that actually is. I can do another charge for another 6 of my mana. So I'll take that one, and we'll also then just fracture it as well. This makes it. This gives it less resistance against all sorts of different other attacks. So it's nice to do the fracture before we do too much else. Let's bring the others back in. So Healy can now move across. Now Healy does apply some other fire damage. Oh, is Healy still actually not able to do anything? Warmth, chilled, heat, shocked. I still should be able to do it. So I was right clicking, that was what the problem was. Heat applied, so a little bit of burning applied to it. Let's bring this one across as well. I'll just come further out. Now we've got 55 left, so let's use an immolation. Actually, no, let's save the mana. Look, we'll be able to get through this relatively easily. So more heat has been applied. And then finally the Necro, the Summoner. Alright, end our turn. For everyone. There we go. I love that. Victory! There we go. But we've taken a bit of heat, a bit of damage for Biff. So we have now the next lot of things. So escape wouldn't be bad for Biff. Blessed by the light. Mana, yeah, we don't need that. Entangle. So deals. This is a nature spell. No action points. So this is like a freebie. So deals 6 to 8 physical damage and applies immobilize for 1 and 2 stacks of poisoned. So the immobilized, and so we'll take a little bit of shadow damage each turn. Survivalist increases all resistance and dodge chance by 3%. Again, I like the ones that don't cost any mana, so I'm just going to go and grab Survivalist. Let's go next. And again, actually, this is now a Summoner's Robe, which is Legendary Armor. This gives +2 Intelligence, +2 Vitality, +4 Summon damage, and +4 Summon health. So this is great for our Summoner. And so without even looking at the others, let's just go and grab that one. Let's go next. And so for Biff, again, we just go with the Might. Just bring the Might up. Maybe a little bit of Vitality as well. And we'll just go that way. Just accept that. The Magico, we've got select skills. So our Magician, Lightning Shield. So this is an active skill. It does cost mana. This is Contemplation. So max mana increased by 10%, which would be great for the Mage. Stalker's Mark. So Ranger skill, and then we have Shadow active skill, completely negate the next attack. So I'll go this way with extra mana. And Thunder Hat. So this one here gives intelligence, dexterity, vitality, lightning damage. Again, great for the Mage. So we could certainly go that way. And again, this is a legendary element, or legendary item. So we'll just go next. Magico's attacks. Just get the intelligence up. A little bit of vitality, a little bit of might as well. Okay, and then we've got Necro. So a Thunderbolt, so a tier 3 lightning active skill. So summon lightning from the sky. So even though these aren't summoner levels, you can sort of mix and match. This one does apply a lot. But what else have we got? Burning Reach. So this is a passive skill. Increase the range of all non-melee abilities by 1 hex. That's not interesting. It's actually fairly good. Fire Shield, we don't need. Front Kick. I think I'm going to take the Burning Reach. That'll be good for our summoned. Now the Mystic Staff, wow. This is a rare staff, which does fire damage as well. +2 might, +4 intelligence, +2 vitality. This is actually fairly good. Skills granted. It gives frost armor. I like the idea of that one, actually. This one does a lot more damage. So the Topaz Ring as well. But let's go that way. Let's go and select that one. And again, intelligence. I'll just get, say, 4 of those and 1 more might just to aid with our summoning. Healy, we have Aura of Lightning. So every time an action is made by an enemy within the aura, they suffer 8 to 11 lightning damage. This one does cost 6 mana per turn, which isn't too bad. That's actually not bad at all, actually. I quite like that one. Cripple. We've got Reaper's Toll. This is a shadow passive skill. Every enemy that dies heals you for 10% of your maximum health. Actually, that's not bad. And Beastmaster. Summons deals, which we can't use for ourselves. So we'll go with Aura of Lightning in this case. And what do we have? The Bone Ring, +2 intelligence, +8 summons health as well. That's actually, again, not bad. But what do we got here? This is a +2 might, +2. This would be great again for Biff. So let's go and grab that one. So we'll just go next. And with Healy, we do want to get more might again and more intelligence and a bit of vitality. Let's just go that way. Okay, so we just go back into our list again. I'm just going to go into rarity levels. And we know that we need the Thunder Helmet for Biff. In fact, this is it's the Barbie. We don't want that. I'm just going to go and get rid of that one for a second. The Thunder Hat. So this is Healy. So Healy, we're not going to put anything on Healy just yet. Just keep on pressing tab. So with Biff, we want to go and put the Barboot, helmet on. So we'll place that one on him. I love the way that these like the low poly sort of area does then look with as you start to level them up. It really does look good. So we've got some good stuff on him now. So nothing else for him at this stage. Then we've got the this is Magico, the Mystic Staff. This one does give the extra fire damage. So I will actually grab this one. This again is a two-handed weapon, so it has to be used this way. We've got the Thunder Hat as well, which does give an extra intelligence. So let's go and grab that. So that makes him look more like a mage. That looks great. So we'll just press tab. This is Necro. Definitely want the Summoner's Robes on through here. So we end up with a bit of extra intelligence and magic armor with these robes on. That's all good. If we just go into rarity, so another Traveler's Hats. We've got two of those. We've just got a basic staff there as well, but this is that's all he's got as well. So we've just got the extra staff that was there from before. But I really like, again, it's pretty cool the way the game actually does sort of work. Again, you can just filter by whatever you actually want to be filtering by. We do now have a fortune. So what do we have? This is the vitality increased by 5. Now, I think that what we'll do is we'll go back to the characters and give that to Biff, because Biff's the only one that really does stand out on his own. So let's just go across to fortunes. And I don't know if that applies to everyone. No, it's only to Biff. Yep, so Biff's got this one in through here. So his vitality does go up, which gives him more hit points. Picked up a bit of gold, which is great. So we're now back into the next area. Now, I've played for nearly an hour. The battles do get more complex, a lot more complex. They're really quite cool the way they do work. I'm not sure if we're sort of close to the finish line in through here. But this gives a bit of a feel. Actually, this is just another event. So we'll just go to here to start with. And the others, is there anything else that we can see? I think that's all. So that gave us another degree of intelligence for the actual run.
An unexpected impediment blocks your path ahead. A bewitched bear trap snaps its iron jaws open and shut with an insatiable hunger. A cruel and cunning device crafted with malicious intent. This is more than a mere mechanical contraption. Sinister magic is at play. Someone will have to disarm it to ensure safe passage. Who will attempt to disarm the trap?
Now, Biff has got one extra, so he can overpower it, basically attempt to overpower its rusted jaws because of his strength, because of his might. He does have an ability in through there, so we just have to roll above a 9. In fact, for him, he gets a +1 to whatever he rolls. And if we lose this, we then end up being crippled, so reduces the movement points by 1 per stack. This is for everyone, I think. Actually, no, we have to just choose who it's going to be. So in this case, we've got to overpower. So it'll only be for Biff, I think. And yes, we did it. Success. So the +1 gets applied.
With a mighty cry, the hero brings his weapon crashing down onto the gnashing trap. Sparks fly.
Just skip past. Okay, that was cool. So we got past that event. Let's just see what else we've got coming up. Now I can go and apply, potions and things at this stage, but we'll do them in battle if we have to. It doesn't cost any action points to apply them. Let's do a hard battle, and then we'll finish it off at that point. Even if it's not the final boss battle, there will be a boss battle as well. This one here, we'll just go and grab this. So this one just replenished a bit of health for everyone and a bit of mana. I don't think this... Yeah, this is not about a boss battle. Minor healing potion that we just picked up through there. Well, let's just go back. I'm not sure exactly which angle we're going to need to look at.
With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the Mistress of Chaos unfurls her invitation. Her voice is a melody spun of whispers, a coaxing thread of discord woven into your thoughts. It tastes like temptation, like curiosity, like a gamble against fate. Such a dull little toy you are, she coos, her words a twisted lullaby. Always playing it safe, always towing the line. Where's the spark, the flame, the thrill? Let's make things more entertaining, shall we?
I really like how they've done this. It's very, very cool. Now, if we accept, you allow her magic to reshape the battlefield. So battle enemies gain freezing. So freezes all enemies on death. Regenerating, so regenerates health every turn. Additional battle reward, so we get Sword Guard. Wow, that's a two-handed legendary sword. And Scholar's Hat as well. I think we'll decline. It seems a bit too much for me, so I'm going to be a chicken here. I'm going to decline the battle.
The Mistress of Chaos seems to linger a moment longer, her disappointed laughter trickling away like dissipating smoke, leaving you the tangible relief of your choice.
Okay, continue. Very, very cool. So we've got all sorts of things that have now been added in here again as well. So we need to sort of set up, what have we got in through here? This is a rogue shrine. This increases the dodge. There is a healing shrine as well, which I would love to have had. That is the warrior shrine, increases damage. So to get started, how far can these things move? Only 5. Okay, that's not too bad. And the cubs can also only move at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we end up attacking this one over through here, we should be okay. In fact, if we can draw them across, we could then actually go and end up blasting this, the shock barrel, and try to blast as many of these over through here as we can. So there's a few different things. We've got another cub that's also back over this other side. So let's go and focus on this cub to start with, and then we'll focus on the others. This is a frost barrel as well. So we'll probably try to just keep out of the range of these, but then do as much damage with those as we can the next turn. So I'm just going to go and grab Biff and move Biff back over to here. We'll grab Magico, move Magico back over this way as well. We've got Necro. And we've got Healy. Okay, just confirm all those placements. Now, Biff has taken a bit of damage, but I'm not going to worry too much about this at this stage. Now, this bear cub has got 100. What I can do is I can fracture it. And that doesn't cost me any action points, so I've still got my action point. So I can now still just do a piece of damage in through here. And so I'll take that one. I could actually do the bash, which will then knock him back, but he's got nowhere to be knocked back into, so he'll just still stay where he is. If we can knock back into other units, so I want to keep those for doing other damage. Now we do actually have slam, which I want to again wait for other units. So let's just do a standard attack. We've got him down to 45 points now, which is actually pretty cool. We do want to destroy these, so I'm just going to go and move Necro down a little bit further away, and then we'll just sort of set up the skeleton archer just to sort of do a bit of damage from the back. That was good, 23 points of damage there. Can't do anything else with Necro. Biff has finished his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can actually reach us there, so we want to just move back away. And we'll just do another attack. There we go, that one's been destroyed. So I shouldn't be doing recordings while during the day. I keep on getting phone calls and things. Okay, so we've got the so this one in through here he can't do anything else. We've actually used the skill in this other side. So we'll end our turn there. And Healy can actually heal up this unit. So let's just go across and do that. So just go and move this one across. And we do actually have like a healing hand, which costs 19 mana. We'll heal up 30%. Now we've only got like about, say, 15% that we would have to do there. Let's just get regeneration onto Biff. So he'll just slowly regenerate over the next few turns. Okay, end our turn there. Here they come. Now we're going to do some blow-ups in through different areas. So these will just keep on doing their shots. The big bears we have to be concerned of. They've got 319 points. Let's get Healy to go and blow up this barrel. That did a lot of damage to that cub. It missed this one, unfortunately. Let's go and use... this one here does cost an action point, but I could blow this one up and do shock damage for these. I think I'm going to go and grab another unit in through here. So let's just go and set this one up. I can place this one any old place. So let's just do it here, for example. And I can move out of the way still, but which I will do. I'll just leave that one where that is. We'll end our turn with that one. Now this one here, I do want to go and set up another attack. I really should stay back. So let's go this way. And this one I can push back into the ice. But it may be too big. If we go and right click, it doesn't have any resistances against this sort of attack, I don't think. So we should be okay. There we go. So it's now, chill has now been applied to it. So it's back in there, and I can just sort of keep this one essentially where he is. So he'll sort of take the brunt of the attacks from this other angle. So I'll leave him where he is. We've still got this one here. I will do the immolation. I can actually immolate this one. Start to get the fire happening, and we'll just do an attack. Actually, I might do this, blast this one. It was only that one there was only the only one that was shocked. He can't actually move, so it didn't. It's only a range of 2. I wish it would show you what range the actual what it's going to actually end up doing. Okay, so we'll end our turn there and end our turn there. Oh, there we go. We're getting different things coming in. They're all going after Biff. Now Biff is still actually okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and charge off in this other direction. So if I charge out to here, I end up doing damage to all of those. I'll get rid of 2 cubs by doing this. No, only 1 cub. And that's all I can really do there. So that one there has now got Dark Ritual. Health cannot drop below 1. So in this case, it's got Undying for some reason. I'm not sure how or why that happened. But do they all have Undying? Yeah, they do. How do they get that? That one doesn't have it. It's only the cubs that have got it. So we have to be careful. When we kill them, we essentially have Undying, which is applied. You can sort of see it back in through there. In this case, we now need to... I'll just do a... Just do damage to all of those. Bring that one across. Now Necro doesn't have anything he can do just yet other than fire at things, so we'll just go and do it against the big guys. A little bit more damage there. And Healy will bring back this way as well. We're sort of okay with everything, so I think I'll just leave it where we are. So we'll just go and do more damage this way. We'll trigger this one. So it's now, next turn we'll be able to then kill it off. So Biff's taking a bit of damage there. There we go. If there's one of them killed off. That one didn't do the damage. I'm not sure why not. That one's been damaged a little bit. So yeah, the forest bear, we'll just smack that one. Bit more heat applied. Now we do have slam. That one's killed that one off. And done more damage out this way. Nothing else we can really do. I can weaken this one, which I'll take. Just fracture it. So we'll end our turn there. And then we've got... who's this one? This is Healy. Now, I haven't taken enough damage to really warrant worrying about this one too much. I might just bring this one across. It doesn't do much damage, but you know, we're sort of waiting for other things here. Aura of Lightning. Just wait for the next attack. And we can bring another ranged unit in. That one's killed that one as well. This is good. So there's not many of them left. I like the ragdoll effects, which is pretty cool. Okay, then we've got nothing else we can do there. This one is still frozen a little bit. It's going slow, which is allowing these archers to then sort of get even more attacks in, which is awesome. Now we can immolate. Heat applied, immolation. That will then start to do more damage. Let's go and kill this one off. This one's bleeding. These are both bleeding. So we're going to be losing a bit of health each turn. That one's good. That's down. And so I'm just going to put regeneration onto Biff. And with Biff... Oh, hang on. No, we just want to stay back in where we are. End our turn there. Now, Biff has got 3 lots of bleeding, so it's going to be a lot of bleeding in through here. What does that one do? Lowers cooldowns by 1. We don't have anything close by that we can really grab that's going to do a lot of damage here. So I'm going to move Biff out just to start to do some damage up this other side. It's going to take a bit to bring this one down. And we have another unit we can bring in. So it's just random between a coyote, a raven, and a beaver, and they all do different sorts of things when they do go into do what they're doing. End our turn there. End our turn there. Yeah, bleeding has been applied to Biff again. We are regenerating a little bit, and we do actually have the good armor, so we're sort of doing okay there. I like the simplicity of the game as well. Like, it's not as if the armor erodes away or anything. Like, I just like that it's just a clean game. So the only problem I have with it is at the end of the battles, when certain things are sort of going to happen, we can go in and do a healing hand if we wanted to on Biff, or even just do a shield of light, or the aura. Actually, no, I've already got that one applied. Let's just go and heal Biff up. Let's push him back out of the way. Not much else that we can do there. Heat has been applied. Ooh. Getting low with these, which is good. End our turn. There we go. The heat killed that one off. Yeah, this one's now healed right up. There we go. So that's the end of the battle. That was good. Victory. I don't think that was the boss battle. I think we've still got to go even more with more difficulty. I don't want to be playing for too long with this one, but I would like to show the boss battle. Yeah, maybe I'll keep on playing, even if it ends up being quite a long video, because it's a fun game to sort of play through. So if we do a full playthrough, if the next one's a boss battle, I'll continue on. Otherwise, we'll do something different. Now, this is Biff. We've got to increase your movement points by 1, increase all elemental resistances. Relocate is very, very useful. And also Stormbringer increases critical hit chance. Maybe we'll just... This one is good, actually. I'll take the relocate. The Gilded Hatchet. The Gatecrasher is actually okay. This is a one-handed weapon, though, which doesn't do quite as much damage. That's that one there, the Humble Garb. Actually, that's not bad. The extra max mana. Let's go and bring that one in, I think. Actually, that's 11 armor. The Tungsten Ring. And again, we'll just get these up. Accept Magico. I'll just pause this and I'll come back once I've done all this. That's not going to make a big bearing on what we're doing. I'm just applying the new stuff. This is our priest. We do actually have Tungsten Ring, which I think I'll give back across to Biff. Copper pendant. I'll give that one to this Biff again. We'll give the tungsten ring across. Let's go back to rarity again. Yep, that's okay. We've got the copper pendant. This gives a little bit of armor. Yep, okay, that's fine. So we've got that. So he's actually now got a lot more armor than what he had before. Tab across, Magico, copper pendant. Just extra intelligence for Magico. There we go. So that's about all we need to do at this stage. Got 4,000 coins now, which is great. We've got another fortunes. No, we've only got the only one that we have. That's okay. There's a new one it's saying. It's Biff. Vitality. I'll give that to a Healy. So we can give it to all of them. Yeah, we can. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. So we'll give them all the way across. The mana is now disappearing a little bit. Let's just go across into the next phase. Hopefully this will be the last battle. Not sure if it is. I can't remember exactly. I know it's not actually. We can rest. This will be just before the final battle. If we go to treasure, let's do that. We'll just go and pick these up while we're here. Intelligence applied. Is there anything else on this map? Nope, that's about it. Topaz sword something or other. Let's have a look and see what that one was. Sapphire Cestus. This is a legendary fist weapon. So it's a just 12 to 15, plus 3 light, plus 2 intelligence. Now this is really more for a monk. And we've got this is a legendary polearm. If we go and throw that one on top, there, it's still a two-handed weapon, which is going to be fine for what he is. Let's just go and press tab. Now this one here, this is just a fist weapon. I don't think we have, like everyone else is a magic user, so I will leave that where that is. We could give that one across and use the healer as with this sort of attack, because the wand has been pretty useless. Let's go that way. So we've now got like a special. I love this. I love the way that they've done all this. It is really, really cool. That'll do us. So we're getting stronger and stronger. Hopefully this will be the last battle. Yes, it is. Okay, so this will be the final one, and we will actually go through. This is when you see something special like this, that's all we're going to have. So we'll just go through and make sure we've got everything. Another light mana potion. Health would be good. Because of the way we've decked everyone out, I think that we're actually ready to go. Mana shouldn't really be a big issue. Let's just go back in and we'll do the attack. Ursa, here we go. So what do we end up having? So is it only the one? Now these will actually have all sorts of different abilities. Control resistance, so that means we can't actually push it around. We can't use the things to push it. It's got a heap of health, 2,348 health. So this is by far the biggest one that we have, but this is essentially the boss battle, so level 4 boss. And I think we'll be okay here. Now what do we have? We've got the Decay Shrine. We want to avoid that one. We do actually have a Rogue Shrine. That's our dodge. Come on, give me a health shrine. Guardian, reduces damage taken by 20%. That would be a useful one. So look and see if there's anything else we can see. This one here is a... What does this one do? That is a smoke barrel. Not going to really help us much. What other barrels are there? Yeah, decay we don't want. Shock damage we don't really need. So at this stage, I think that this area... Unfortunately, we don't have the one that gives us extra health, and that would be super valuable on this particular map. The shock damage, I'm going to go and throw that one at it, and then we'll just move everyone else across. So I'm not going to worry about the smoke barrel, but let's just go and bring Biff across into here. Yeah, if we do this one here, it's no action point cost to do that. So I'll use Biff in this area. Okay, and then we'll just go through Magicoke and then just come back in. I'll just try to get it into an angle that we can sort of see things a bit more clearly. So this one does give us reduced damage taken by 20%. We'll end up back in there. Okay, then we've got, so that's Magico, Necro, just a little bit out in front there. Apply that one through there, and then Healy will ultimately be a frontline fighter, but we'll just move Healy back out to there. That'll do us. End our turn. So now what we want to do is we want to go and make sure that that we position this barrel further away from where we are. So let's just go and place it back over here, and then we're just going to move back into our zone, back in through this other side, and. Yep, I'll leave that one where that is. So we'll I probably should have actually had a shot at it before I did anything else. Okay, so then we actually have Magico. I'm just going to go and stop it from getting into this location itself. Shock was applied. It was resisted, so it does have some resistance. So we've got a little bit of damage done to it, not much. And nothing much else. Actually, I can do an immolate. I'll do that one. So I'll start to get the fire going. Did it resist that one as well? No, it's still got heat now and immolation. That's going to help us. Okay, so and then we've still got this crippling shot as well. So I can do that one. Heat applied, slow applied. So it's got a movement of 8. So it's now going to be moving at 4. So it can still actually hit everyone. This one here we want to go and get... Now Detonate is going to do a lot of damage, but not just yet. We'll just go and get the Skeletal Archer. This will help enormously just to bring this one down. We're going to have to stand in the fight here and just try to see how we go. It's not going to be easy. Alright, we'll end our turn there. End our turn. Now we do actually have Healy, who can heal up. Aura of Lightning. Yeah, I'll apply that one now. So she's in the middle. I think it's a she. I'm not sure if it is. Anyway, we'll end our turn. So we've got bleeding applied. And then ultimately these will then sort of do the damage. So we're taking, with this little bit of protection, you know, we're taking less damage coming through, but unfortunately with the bleeding applied, this is going to start to hurt like hell. Let's go and do the damage. We've now fractured. Bash will do a lot of damage. I think I'll take these, although I do get to do 28 to 37. Let's just slowly sort of work this one through. I won't use I'll try to keep as much of the mana that we actually have for these special attacks as we can. So we'll end our turn there. Now we can apply Detonate, so deal 38 to 51 fire damage to all foes within 2 hexes of your character. So we could go and do that one. I can bring in a Nature Summons though, which I think I'll actually just go and do. So we'll just bring that one in. Can't do anything else with that one. A bit more heat applied. So it's down. We've done nearly 300 damage already. Now, Healy, the only thing Healy can do is really to go back out, because unless we do healing. Let's just go back out and just do some damage here. And then we can move back again. So we'll just move back into the protection aura, and we'll heal up every so often. Now Biff is going to take a lot of damage here. So bring these across. Now we do actually have a mana, so we can replenish mana back at the back there. These will appear over the course of the battle. Nothing else I can sort of see really within range. So we'll just keep on going. I'll just do a standard attack. Okay, we're getting it down. It's down to 1,875. So we can do with Biff. Again, we'll just go across. Now, Necro can do the detonate. Bit of damage applied to it. And end our turn. So I can always run around and grab this at some point. Then we have... you've got to wait for these things to come back up, so we'll just go and attack this one again. Cast. Another 33 damage done to it. We're doing okay in this instance. We're not sort of running around. In the other battles I've done, you end up running all over the place, trying to avoid the last lot of damage done to you, and trying to pick up the loot that you can. These are only here for a limited time as well. So if we do need to get the mana, I mean, we do actually have other things, but I'll let the bleeding happen for a little bit longer. And then we've got Healy again as well. Just go and move out into this other location. 33 damage, that was good. And we could apply the Shield of Light. Just apply that into here. So we'll end our turn there. Uh-oh. We did absorb a lot, which was good. With all the armor that we've actually put onto Biff, it's working quite effectively. Right, let's go and get the Necromancer to bring out another one of these archers in behind everyone. These are, oh, that was 50 points. That was a critical damage. That was excellent. So that worked out very, very well for us. Now again, just backing through here, we still don't have to panic. Let's go and immolate yet more. And do more damage. Things are looking good here. So we'll just end our turn. And then we've got... oops, I didn't mean to do that. Just keep on doing the damage. It wasn't much that was done, but it's down to 1,500 now. We've done like 800 points of damage to it already. It was Healy that we wanted to do this one with. Now Healy is should be it will diminish a little bit, and particularly when we start to do things like regeneration and stuff. So we'll just start regeneration on Biff, just to help with all the bleeding that's going on there. Like he's got 8 bleeding, so this son takes 16 physical damage for each hex they move. So we don't want to be moving, and that's unfortunately I did move him out. We do actually have healing spells we can make use of as well, but actually, yeah, now's the time for us to do this. So let's go and grab the minor healing potion. So we've got 9 of those. Oh, wrong person. Wrong person. I did it on Healy. I had the wrong one selected. I do that a lot, unfortunately. Okay, we'll resume, and we'll end our turn there with that one. Necro can't do anything. We'll end our turn. Yet they've all had a go. These are very, very powerful. Blind has been applied, so we ended up with a blind attack with one of these guys, which was good. Alright, so we're doing okay here. We're doing very, very well with Biff taking all of the damage. That's what he's built for. He is built for this. So we're going to fracture this one, and that will then make its resistances go down a bit. And it still gives us another shot. So let's go and bash. It will back it up, but there's nowhere for it to back up into. So let's just go and smack it. That was 50 points. That was good. We'll just come back this way. And we do actually have the crippling shot, which doesn't really matter that much, but I might as well do it. Because we've got mana potions which we can make use of. This is good. We're down to nearly about half damage at this stage. So we'll end our turn there. End our turn there. Bring another one of these in now. So just, this is a beaver. it does cause other sorts of effects. So it's now got disabled. It's been disabled for a turn because of the beaver attacks. There's a lot of stuff going on with this one. It's been blinded for a little while as well, which is great. So we'll end our turn with that one. Nothing much else we can do there. And we'll just move this one up. Another 30 damage, that was good. Not much else we can do. Uh-oh. It's now gone into autumn. But it is, this one here is actually sort of now struggling a lot. And our health is really, we're doing very, very well here with Biff. This is going incredibly well, actually. Another 36, and shock has been applied to it. Can't do much else other than just do an attack, which is good. Necro. We can do another one of these. Necro is down to... Still got a fair bit there. I think I'll just save it. I think we'll just do more damage, just more standard damage. We certainly it's maybe got 2/5 of the damage, maybe sort of like 40% damage left over. So these can't do anything else. So we haven't had to move off. Is there any other... There's more mana generation there. We only have to get through this battle, and we've got enough stuff to last. We're getting a few other little things, like this one lowers cooldowns by 1, which would be really cool for this one, actually. If I could zip on out. If I go to resume. If we move off. Yeah, we can bring that one across. That will help for the next attack. So let's end our turn here. And we still actually have Healy as well. Shield applied in this case. Whoa, that was a big one. And that killed off the Raven. That was a massive attack. Our Necro stuff is damaged in here quite badly. And Biff is now in a bad position. So I'm going to go and apply another minor healing potion. We've got 7 of these left. I'm going to also apply more of the regeneration on Biff. And we'll just go back across, and we'll now go and apply another one of these skeletal archers. I'm going to apply that one back in here somewhere. They'll reposition to the best position for them. So we'll just get this one this way. We're going to be able to next turn go and pick up other things. Nothing else we can do there. So we'll end our turn. Again, we just want to stay in the fight here for as long as we can. Now this one we can immolate. And do more damage. Still got a lot of mana left over in through here with Magico as well, which is awesome. So we don't need to do anything else there. Yeah, Biff has done his shot. We don't need to do any healing here, so we'll just go and do the damage. In turn. Okay, that killed off the others. I love that. So he's becoming more powerful. But we've got it down to a lowish number. So we're now into winter mode with this one. I'm going to throw another archer in. That's what we can do there. Have we got any other healing areas? That barrel blew up with all these attacks. This thing is getting stronger and stronger as we go through. Let's fracture it again. And we can then just do a normal attack. Okay, we're getting it down to low numbers. It's only got 278 left. Bit more damage. That's good. It's down to 217. So we want to stay in where we are. End our turn. Biff's had his turn. Another 35. That's good. And we can actually now just apply another shield of light there. But this one is no longer blind, I don't think. Yeah, so it's chilled. It's got a few other little effects going on, but it's it will be able to do these big area of effect attacks again. Can Biff take any more? No, we're still 2 turns with this one here. We may lose Biff. I'm going to take another minor healing potion there. That's why you need so many of them for this boss fight. Let's go and get another minor healing potion there as well. Just heal these guys up. And even this one here. Go down to 4. We'll resume. And end our turn. This is okay. We've been able to absorb that. Oh, we're down to... This is it. Basically, this is it. So we'll end up finishing this one off. If I run into these, I then pick up the mana, like if we needed to. But let's finish it off with these. There he goes. Death brings new life. Victory. Now that is the run done, so this is good. And I'll just do all the level ups again, and then I'll come back at the end of this particular session, or this particular element of it. By the way, we're getting really, really good stuff now coming back through. Elder Branch is a rare staff. I think that does healing damage actually, so we'll be wanting that one for... Actually, do we want that one for the other one? Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. I'll just go and grab it. Just go next. And again, it's incredible just how much the characters have been able to sort of build up with all the stuff that we've been able to do over the course of this particular one. This is Necro. We've got Volley, Death Dealer, or Thunderbolt. Again, I'll take that one. And Living Axe. This is Mythic, so this would be great for Biff. I think we'll grab that one. That's the first of the mythic weapons that we've seen. And again, just get the intelligence up and the might, which then does give us, with our summons, it sort of affects what they can then go and do. Then finally, Healy. We've got Blessed by the Light, so this is mana cost reduced by 10%, which is actually pretty good for this one. I won't worry about the others. Just go next. Living Axe we've already got. We just picked that one up, I think. So Elder Branch. Healing damage. Yeah, maybe we'll grab... Did we grab one of these before? I forgot what we actually already... This is where we need to be able to get reference back to what we actually ended up having. Ironbark Shield. Actually, that would be awesome, so we'll grab that one. And again, we'll just get a little bit of all of these, I think. Just accept. Okay, there's the portal to go back out again. So you can at any stage, you can press escape and abandon the quest, I think, but maybe you can't with these. So we just need to go back in through the actual portal. There's nothing else is there. Just have a quick look around and see if there's anything else that's any other loot that we can pick up. And I'll show you basically what happens when we go back through the portal. So travel to the next area. I'll just go yes. In fact, this one must be continuing on the run. I thought it would take us back to the city, back to the town, where we can go and build other things. So maybe it does continue the actual quest in this instance. But that should now save the characters. I thought it would take us back to... Here we go. We've got another run. Yeah, okay, we're starting a completely new run, which of course we're not going to be doing in this instance. Can I now abandon the quest? Nope, still can't do it. If I go back to the main menu and then just go back into, because if you're doing the campaign, you go back to the city each time, and then you can go and buy things from the various shops that are in the city, which I won't show you all that, but anyway, that's the other side of things. We've been playing for, what, an hour and 40 minutes now, so it's a fairly long video, this one. Anyway, if we just go back into play, and then roguelike, and just go back to play again, you can see that these have now kept their levels, so they're at level 5. So I can sort of mix these in with other characters if I wanted to, but this is already sort of happening quite well. And even with the party that we actually have, I should have, if I just go back into, yeah, I'll just go back out to main menu. Sorry, what I should be doing now is just sorting out all the equipment. So if I just go back in and play roguelike and continue, we'll end up basically back where we were with that other start, I think. Yeah, so we just end up thinking through here. And so this one then mean that we just need to go back through. So this will be the next run through, where we'd need to then start to sort of bring back in the various elements. So, for example, Healy would then take instead of having that sword, would have the Ironbark sword. So that's now got a completely different sword. Probably go with the Elder Branch as well, which is a rare staff, which does extra healing. So that would actually, that gets rid of the shield, unfortunately. I actually quite liked what we had, to be honest. Just go back into rarity. It's a Living Axe. We need to get that one back into Biff. So Living Axe will do a lot more damage. So there it is. Yeah, I love this. God, it's a good looking game. It really does look good. It is only that end of battles area that is a problem. Everything else is incredibly good. The Living Band also, we wanted to place that one in there as well, just to get him even stronger. Anyway, I'll leave it here. You get the idea. It's a pretty amazing little random dungeon crawler, the way it does actually work, and you can stop the game at any time, so you can play for like 15-20 minutes and then stop and then come back whenever you feel like it. So it's pretty damn good the way it does work. We can start up a new run whenever you feel like it as well. As I say, there's all sorts of different biomes that you can get into with all sorts of different creatures. It's it's up there. It's a really, like, as I say, the only problem is just that end of battle, which I hope the devs will actually address. But other than that, it's a really, really good game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy this sort of content, and I'll catch you next time.